champions of 1999.
What a victory for the Sri Lankans. A fantastic.
There, there's the cup.
Here's getting out of distribution for it is. Pakistan wins the World Cup. A magnificent performance.
Here's the man who's been largely responsible for it over the last season.
Your first World Cup. That is Australia's joy. And England.
हेलो टू ऑल ऑफ यू ऑन अनदर एक्साइटिंग एपिसोड ऑफ मैच पॉइंट पर डॉक्टर अदनान आप सबको मैच पॉइंट में खुशामदीद कहता हूँ. लॉट ऑफ एक्साइटिंग हेडलाइंस एंड देन द बम्बास्टिक 1 hour show with lot of things and lot of news to tell you guys. But first of all, the major headline, I will go with the Pakistan versus Australia. As we know, before the headlines, I just want to tell you that Pakistan has beaten Australia in a style, another whitewash of 3-0. And India have beaten West Indies in a 5-match ODI series 3-1 with a 1 match remaining, tied match between India and West Indies. Before we started the series of the India versus West Indies and the Pakistan versus Australia, there was the question regarding the ranking of the team in the T20 internationals, and there was a huge question mark on the Pakistan versus Aussies, because Pakistan needed to win only 1 game to stay at the number 1 slot to become the number 1 team of the ICC T20 International, and Team Australia needed 3 wins in a row against Pakistan in their den, Sharjah, Dubai and Abu Dhabi, to become the number 1 and to snatch the slot from Team Pakistan. But unfortunately, the dream was shattered for Australia, and fortunately, dream was getting well along with team captain Sarfraz Ahmed as what he has thought before the start of the series. The luckiest captain, we will tell you as the show will progress that what ups next in the Sarfraz pipeline and at which series he is at the winning number. But right now, the current update and the news number 1, Pakistan retained their number 1 position in the T20 internationals, while Team Australia is still lagging behind Team Pakistan. And here we go, you can see in the picture, if you can see in the picture very clearly, Team Pakistan now with the 136 points and Team Australia lagging behind Team India at 118, while the Team India with a 124 point. And with this whitewash, Pakistan had a quite big margin now in the number 1 and the number between the number 1 and number 2. Before, the difference was only for the 4 and 5 points, but now this margin has been increased. Wow, to Team Pakistan 136, India 124, Australia 118 and England 118. But Australia is ahead of England because of playing the less matches. New Zealand 116, South Africa 111, while Windies down at the 106 on the 7th slot. As we can see, Pakistan have extended their lead now well ahead of their counterparts in this T20 table. Babar Azam has reclaimed the number 1 slot of the batsmen in the T20 international. Great news for the Babar smashing the 250s and the one nearly missed 50, I mean the 45 score. This helped Babar Azam to regain the ranking, hitting 2 half centuries and Pakistan winning the series over Australia. The top 5 bowlers of the ICC T20 internationals have been announced finally and been revised. Surprisingly, we are in 2018, all 5 spinners. Wow! Who would have thought in the 1970s and 1980s, when there was an era of the fast bowlers, era of the pace battery of Windies, era of the pace battery of Jeb Thompson, Dennis Lillee from Australia, Kapil Dev from India, Ian Botham from England, and Imran Khan and Sikandar Bakht and these guys from Pakistan. But who would have thought that the number 5 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 slots will all be for the leg spinners. But who are these leg spinners? Have a look on the scorecard. Rashid Khan is the number 1 leg spinner. Shadab Khan from Pakistan is the number 2 slot. Ish Sudhi from New Zealand on number 3. Yuzvendra Kahal from India, number 4. And Adil Rashid, last but not the least, from the English team. And the other big news, the third headline from the cricketing point of view and from the Pakistan point of view, is that the previous team captain Azhar Ali has announced finally the retirement from international cricket, and he will be no more available for the limited over format. Azhar has finally decided to call it a day. Azhar Ali, who is 33-year-old, he made the ODI debut in May 2011 and played his last ODI in New Zealand in January this year, 2018. He played 53 ODIs, scoring 1,845 runs with 300s and while smashing 12 50s, and he has also played 67 tests, and I hope he will still be playing the test matches, as Azhar has not announced the retirement from the test games. Mohammad Abbas, another exciting news from Pakistan in the headline. Mohammad Abbas, the pacer from the Pakistan, who shined with his brilliant bowling in the current series on the dead wickets. Abbas has told that pace does matter. So, third place in the ICC ranking for the test bowlers in only 10 tests, a new record in the ICC ranking. And the next headline is about the Abdul Qadir, but rather it is not about the Abdul Qadir, regarding his son, Abdul Qadir's son Usman Qadir, who has been included finally in the Australian Prime Minister 11 squad for the day-night game versus South Africa on 31st of October at the Manuka Oval. He played the game and he made the history. Not he is the only Pakistani to play in this circuit. Before, you have seen Usman Khawaja in this circuit and lot of other Pakistanis who are shining, but Usman Khawaja, in the 144 years history of cricket, he is the first non-Australian to wear the kangaroo cap and to wear the Aussies cap. He is the first ever and the first ever Pakistani also to wear. And also, if you go to the South Africa, you can see Imran Tahir begging a cap from there. And also under the leadership and coaching of Abdul Qadir, he also became shined from the South Africa and still the leading match winner from the Springboks. The next news is rather not the news, but this is just the memories of my trivia, that back in the 1996, in the today's game, in the today's date, there was a match played between Pakistan and Zimbabwe, and the ground was Sheikhupura, and the one of the W was shining. I hope you will have been remembering when I told you this point. Yes, that W was none other but the team captain Wasim Akram, who made the double century along with a Saqlan Mushtaq. Saqlan Mushtaq was bowled in the 70s and he couldn't made his maiden 100 at that time, but Wasim Akram, with a brilliant sixes all around the ground at this very day, he smashed Zimbabwe single-handedly. First of all, double-handedly with the bat and then single-handedly with the ball. Outclassed, and Wasim Akram smashed 257 not out. Highest score by the number 8 in the test till the current date. Next news is about the universe boss. Yes, one and the only Chris Gayle, who is the leading star from the Team West Indies and from the Caribbean. Chris Gayle, who is very famous for his sixes and big power hitting, and especially in the T20 leagues, he has announced that if he had a chance to go to the Pakistan and Afghanistan to play the cricket league over there, he will prefer, but if he would have been given the private jet to do so. So, still a big challenge. वो पंजाबी में कहते हैं ना कि ऐते ना करने ले गला हुईयां, but Chris Gayle is still excited and he says if he would have given the private charter, he will travel to Afghanistan and he will be a part of the Afghanistan league and also the PSL league if it has to be done in the Pakistan. But once again I will say that Chris will have to wait that whether one of the franchises in the PSL will pick him up or not. This is only between you and me. So on this very day in the 1990, something also happened when the Pakistan winning the series against Aussies. The same day back in the 1990, New Zealand who is about to come to Pakistan and start the series, was Waqar in Pakistan and especially in Lahore, when Waqar Yunus took 10 wickets, 8 LBW were bowled to help Pakistan win the second test by 9 wickets. South African all-rounder Wayan Mulder and batsman JP Duminy, a very sorry time for the South Africa, I must say, have been ruled out for 3 months and will surely miss the upcoming home series versus Pakistan, because JP Duminy was also playing in the Misbah-ul Haq and Dean Jones Islamabad United, and he was well aware of the Pakistan team and their strategies and the players, but he will not be the part of the South African team when Pakistan will be touring them at the end of the year because of the injuries. But hopefully he says he will be fit before the World Cup and will be back with the Springboks. Next news is from the same country, South Africa. AB de Villiers, he says, I would play MS Dhoni in my team every year. Even MS Dhoni would be, God forbid, on the wheelchair. Just see how strongly he did comment about the MS Dhoni. This shows the guarantee of the performance of the MS Dhoni. But God knows, and कहते हैं ना, जिसे अल्लाह रखे उसे कौन चखे, धोनी की जगह टीम इंडिया में उसके बावजूद नहीं बन पा रही. In the T20, Mahendra Singh Dhoni has been dropped from the Indian team because he is unable to find the place in spite of the fitness. And this reminded me of the Michael Bevan late in the 90s and in the early 2000s, when he was fit enough to make the Australian team, but because of the so much competent team, Michael Bevan was unable to meet the Australian standards. And similarly, if you remember, back in the 1999, Lance Klusener was very fit in the South Africa, and the number 6 and number 7, one of the wonderful slogger and my favorite slogger in those days, Lance Klusener was unable to find the place in the fit South African side. 200 sixes for Sharma ji. Rohit Sharma को 200 छक्के जो है वो लगा बैठे in 187 innings. He is the fastest to reach there in term of innings, and previous record he broke of Pakistani Masterio Shahid Khan Afridi, who has done it in 195 innings. Next is the Pakistan Cricket Board has confirmed. The news is little dangerous, so my tone should be changed, not should be the exciting. Umar Akmal has been contacted now regarding the Al Jazeera documentary in which he has agreed to appear before the ACU once he is free from the domestic cricket commitments, because he will give some clues to the bookmakers, as he have told previously also that he was contacted during the World Cup T20 and then opening the new saga for the PCB, and once again he is the most wanted man in this documentary. Going now from the headline, quickly we will jump to the England versus Sri Lanka. What's going on there? England also on the top 4 slots in the T20 sides. Sam Curran and Tom Curran became the first ever brothers to play together for the England since the Adam Hollioake and the Ben Hollioake, late rest in peace, in 1999 when both the brothers played for England. Now this will be the second time after that. And the biggest news now for the Pakistan point of view, because lot of important news, so this news dragged little down. Mastermind of the Islamabad United, masterminds of the Pakistan victories, and the one who broke virtually every record of Abdul Hafiz Kardad and Imran Khan. Team captain Misbah-ul Haq, one of the most successful captains in the history of the Pakistan Test cricket, has finally called it a day in the Pakistan Super League. You can not see Misbah-ul Haq as a player and as a captain in Islamabad United. He is no more now. He will be a part of Islamabad United, might be as a mentor, but he will not be doing the captaincy of the Islamabad United, and he will be no more the part of the team Islamabad United. How much it will hurt them, we will see. How much agony will be on the face of the Dean Jones, this we will find in the next season when the Pakistan Super League 4 will be coming next year. Pakistan Cricket Board has revealed the details of expenses of Najam Sethi and Shahryar Khan. And here we go. You can see in the picture of 2 crore 76 lakhs and the amount, rest of the amount in the thousands. So overall it is going in the crores. So it is showing the reign of Najam Sethi and his expenses over the Pakistan cricket board and all the karta dharta and all the story kattha chatta you can see in this picture I am showing. So just need to see that what Ehsan Mani is going to take the step for this and whether they are going to find some conspiracy theory in this or not. Javed Miandad, the Pakistani betting mysterio, has given recently a check, you can see in the picture, of 2 lakh rupees and presented the match ball of the 1992 World Cup final to the Chief Justice of Pakistan, Mia Saqib Nisar, as a donation to the Dams Fund. You can see in these pictures, he is presenting this ball to the Chief Justice. Pakistan players who has been signed for the Bangladesh Premier League. IPL is the one league which is being played in the India. No Pakistani player has been allowed or been playing in this league. क्या हुआ जी, अगर पाकिस्तानी प्लेयर इंडियन प्रीमियर लीग में नहीं खेलते तो पाकिस्तान की मांग बड़ी है CPL में और बांग्लादेश प्रीमियर लीग में. Have a look on the BPL. कितने लोग हैं? खुलना टाइगर्स और खुलना टाइटन से माफ कीजिएगा यासिर शाह को लिया गया है, जबकि राजशाही किंग्स से मोहम्मद सामी खेलेंगे. सिलेट सिक्सर्स सुहेल तनवीर एंड मोहम्मद इरफान. कोमिला विक्टोरियन से शोएब मलिक, शाहीन आफरीदी, शाहिद आफरीदी एंड आमिर जामीन जो है इसका हिस्सा जो है वो बनने जा रही है. This is it from the headline. Still we have some time, so we may start the show rapidly because I will have to go to the break. But before break, I just want to jump quickly to the Pakistan versus Australia. 3-match series has been washed away in the Pakistan-Australia. So Pakistan has beaten Australia convincingly and retained the number 1 slot. Match number 1, Pakistan winning by 66 runs. Babar Azam last 3 T20 innings, if you look, 68 of 55, 51 of 40 and 97 of 58 balls. Wow. Imad taking 3 wickets only on his 3rd delivery on his comeback. He proved that the yo-yo test has not any meaning when Imad is fit to his form. Imad Wasim takes the big wicket of Aaron Finch and the match turns away from the Australia tour. The Pakistan, he has got the man of the match and this was the 4th man of the match award in the T20s which Imad Wasim has got since his debut. No other Pakistani player has more man of the matches than him. And what Imad has told to the media, he has told that he is working on his mystery delivery. One delivery will be soon, he will be showing in the matches and he is working upon it, and still in the coming weeks he will be testing that delivery. Pakistan lost 18 T20s, only 2 matches lost and all the matches Pakistan in a row they have won. Pakistan, if I go to the last 28 T20s at the end of the first T20 ODI since 7 September 2016, Pakistan has played 28 matches and believe me, you won't believe or you will have to believe, Pakistan have won 24 games and lost only 4 games since September 2016. 29th time this was when Pakistan has bowled out the opposition in T20. No other team has done it even in 20 times. This is the strength of Team Pakistan and the bowling which Pakistan is boasting over the 4 decades. Most number of times a team has bowled out of opposition in the T20, as I told, that none of them has done more than Pakistan, even no one in the 20s. Pakistan has done 29 times until the end of this match. Australia is the second team who has done it for the 19th time, and the Springboks, South Africa, have done it for the 18th time, while India has done it for the 16th times. On this very day in the 1991, Aqib Javed took 7 for 37 and the match we remember as a Sharjah Cup when this became the 6th hat-trick of the ODIs, and Aqib Javed became the 6th man in the history of ODI cricket after the silsila jo chala tha Jalaluddin se, the first cricket hat-trick back in the 1983-84 season, and then 1991 ke andar 7 for 37, the best ever from the Pakistani bowler. Later on equalized by the Waqar Yunus in the year 2000. So Aqib Javed did it against India, Team India in today's date back in the past. So match number 2, quickly I will say some words and then we will have to go to break. Pakistan winning by 11 runs. Once again, incredible bowling figures from Ahmad Wasim. Overs 4, maiden 1, runs conceded 8, wickets 1, and dot balls, believe me, 16 in the current game in 2018 versus champions of the champions, Team Australia. He put in the final overs 16 dot balls take a bow. Ahmad Wasim to the Chris Lynn, 5 dot balls in the over, and then a wide, and Sarfraz Ahmed was shouting that get ready, big shot is coming, and you guess what happened, and he did bowled Chris Lynn on the next ball and the last ball of the over. Most economical 4 over spells in the history of T20 for Pakistan. Quickly I will proceed. Mohammad Amir versus UAE in 2016 in 4 overs, 1 wicket, 1 maiden, 6 runs and 2 wickets. And then Shadab Khan versus West Indies in 2017, when giving 7 runs in the 4 over quota, he took the 3 wickets. And then Umar Gul versus Australia back in 2009, 4 overs, he took 4 wickets and he gave only 8 runs. And this was it by Ahmad Wasim by giving the 4 overs and 8 runs, 1 maiden and the 1 wicket he took. Ahmad Wasim's spell 4-1-8-1 was the most economical 4 over spell by a spin bowler in the T20 versus Australia. None of other has done it more than Ahmad Wasim. He gets his 5th player of the match award and the most by any Pakistani since his debut. Babar Azam and Hafiz getting the 40 plus scores and Pakistan comfortably cruising to the victory. Pakistan versus Australia, first T20 Gaur rahe, Ben McDermott was run out in the game. In the second, again Ben was run out. Still the story has to come, but after the break we will continue the story that what happened with Ben McDermott in the third match and Pakistan last T20 series. If we see the 10 last series 1-1, 1-1, 1-1 under Sarfraz Ahmed. So winning the second match mean Pakistan won the consecutive successive 10th series. Shaheen Shah Afridi asked to bowl the last over of the game. 18-year-old playing only his 5th T20 and Maxwell and Colton Nile in the full flow. 2 wickets he took, 11 runs, and Pakistan finally winning and beating Australia by 11 runs. And T20 series results with Sarfraz Ahmed as a captain we will discuss soon after the break. Don't go away. You are watching Match Point and you are tuned into the E-Awaz, Dr. Adnan with you. You can follow us on our Facebook page Greatest Empire USA and with the same name on the YouTube page Greatest Empire USA. Keep watching Match Point. I will be right back. Welcome back. You are watching Match Point and our discussion is Pakistan versus Australia T20 series and India versus West Indies ODI series. Both of the subcontinent giants has outclassed their opponents in their respective dens. But first of all, we are discussing and we were discussing about the team Pakistan and we were discussing about the team captain Sarfraz Ahmed. So Sarfraz Ahmed, under the Sarfraz Ahmed captaincy, what Pakistan is doing, we want to show you a picture. Sarfraz Ahmed as a captain versus England back in the 2016. You can see in the picture that was the one-off series and Pakistan won it 1-0 against the Windies 3-0 and then again against the Windies 3-1 in 2017. Then the World 11 came and Pakistan winning by 2-1. Then versus Sri Lanka 3-0 and then 2-1 against New Zealand, again West Indies 3-0, Scotland 2-0 and now tri-series versus Australia, Zimbabwe, again Pakistan winning and then Pakistan beat Australia again once again in this very series. So we will quickly jump now next to the match number 3. So match number 3 come and the Pakistan winning this match by 33 runs. It was not the mandatory match for Pakistan, but it was the winning sequel. It was good to see that Pakistan maintained that rhythm and beat Australia single-handedly. Again, Babar Azam doing the one more 50 and Shadab Khan taking 3 wickets. Babar Azam superb form and he is scoring 50 or more in 4 out of his last 5 T20 innings in the outings. Only time when he didn't make the 50, as I told you before, he missed it at 45. So the figure is enough to show you that why he has been said to be the #1 batsman of the T20 internationals. Babar Azam's impressive T20 stats: 23 innings, 905 runs, 750s at the average of 56.65, and the strike rate of amazing 125.52. Shoaib Malik has become the second highest run getter in the T20s. He has now gone ahead of Brendan McCullum on the list. Only Martin Guptill has now scored more runs than Malik in the T20s. Most T20s, if I go on the list, Shoaib Malik on 105 and Shahid Khan Afridi, he has left him behind long before on the 99s. MS Dhoni still on 93 and his career is closed, and Mohammad Hafiz long way down at the 86. So Shoaib Malik alone in the triple figures, he is sitting on the 105. So telling you about the wonder guy of Australia, I feel so sorry, Ben. When we met and we were so pleased to see you in the Big Bash League and then there in the North America, and we wish you good luck. But I never thought that you will be amazingly run out on the 3 consecutive matches. But anyhow, luck favors with the Bravos and many more games for you, and I hope Ben will recover with that. He is new in the game, he is new in the squad, he has been recently given the Australian cap, so it's a long way for the Ben to go. Already we have seen that his dad McDermott, Greg McDermott, he was the wonder boy from the Australia back when the Alan Border took over the new team along with the Merv Hughes, David Boone, Dean Jones, Terry Alderman, Carl Ruckman, and lot of other players, and he was the part of that bowling squad along with the Bruce Reid, Simon Ordinal and Greg McDermott, and he was the sole warrior when Australia lifting the World Cup back in the 1987, shattering the India and Pakistan dreams. The crucial match was with the team in form, Imran Khan's Pakistan, in Qaddafi Stadium, Lahore on 4th of November 1987, where single-handedly Bruce Reid and Greg McDermott, they destroyed Pakistan like anything, and McDermott was the one who was the man of the match of that crucial semi-final, with 5 wickets bagging in that match to meet the traditional arch rivals England in the Calcutta, and finally winning the game of Calcutta by 7 runs in front of the 135,450 spectators back on the 9th of November 1987. So then the origin of Ben McDermott, as we say, is very glittering, and still Ben is having a lot of future, but we will tell you what Ben has done. It might be this will be a killer factor in my game, because today not the one, we will have our 2 killer factors, and the 1 factor, Ben, it will be for you. So Ben McDermott run out in the 3 successive games. I know your fingers will be stuck up and your minds will be stuck up. That is, Ben is the first one to do it? Wait a minute, you have to follow the match point. So one of the more unusual ways to start a run up, and we will request our producer to show a picture, and here we go. You can see a picture on the ground. This is not the bowling mark, this is a heart. We don't know this is a heart of Hassan Ali, or someone is living in this heart, or Hassan Ali is or this heart is reminding someone for Hassan Ali. But amazing run up, Hassan Ali proving again and fighting for the Pakistan, hitting the ball on the target after the unsuccessful Asia Cup. He is, thanks God, he is back in the form, and he is back in the form with a heart-shaped bowling mark marked with a mud on the ground. First ever time in the cricket history I have seen in my life that any bowler, before the marking lineup, he is drawing a heart. Anyways, most catches in the T20 history now, Shoaib Malik on the list, 45. Brilliant catch even at this age. Shoaib Malik has taken the catch, and this is to show the youngsters how to be athletic in the field. This was the 45th catch, and when he took that catch, he broke the record of AB de Villiers of 44 catches and Ross Taylor, New Zealander of the 44 catches, and now he became the maximum catch getter in this format of the game. Mike Hesse says after the Shoaib Malik takes an excellent catch that Shoaib can't be nearly 37, he must be at 21. We are all mistaken and the records book are mistaken. Pakistan in the T20s since 7 September 2016, played 30 matches, now overall winning the 26 games on the trot and losing only 4 games. Wow! On this day, when Pakistan winning the series back in the 1976, we will remember another brilliant Pakistani, a brilliant stroke maker, one and the only Majid Khan, a brilliant display of the stroke play Majid Khan, first day of the third test when he hit against New Zealand in Karachi, 100 before the lunch. And I remember in my childhood dreams, I can, in the vivid memories of this black and white match when Majid Khan hitting the century, and this record was persistent up to the 45-46 years until David Warner did it against the poor Pakistan in 2016 in Australia on the Boxing Day test. He hammered, Majid Khan hammered 100 of the 74 balls to become only the 4th man in the history of cricket to make 100 before the lunch on the first day of the test match. Pakistan fielders have the best run out game in the last 2 years. And now you can see in the picture, if you see in the picture, this is the comparison, and credit goes to the Sarfraz for confusing batsmen with non-stop talking and crying and shouting behind the stumps to confuse the batsman that where to go and where to run and where to see the pitch of the ball. Pakistan has the best win percentage in the last 2 years since October 24, 2016, only losing 4 games and winning rest of all the games. Best win percentage since the World Cup T20 2016 happened, under which Pakistan is having a highest percentage of win than any of the competitors. So enough to prove that why Pakistan team is the #1 team right now in the cricket circuit in the T20s. Pakistan winning now 39 out of 43 T20 games and while defending 150 targets. So just see the depth of the Pakistani bowlers. Give them a score, give them a place to breathe, and they will do wonders for you. Remembering back from the Waqar Yunus, Wasim Akram and a lot of other Pakistanis back in the past, Saklan Mushtaq, Shoaib Akhtar, give them a place, give them a breathing space of some runs, and they will defend whatever target you will say enough for you. And 39 of 43 targets have been defended with a 150 target. No other team, no other bowlers can do it in the history of the game. If their bowlers have 150 runs to play with, they win the 90% of the game. If I go since 2015 October, this stat is 10 times they have restricted the opponents under 100. Again, the most by any team in the current format, in the T20 format. First time Pakistan taking in the last match 6 wickets in the power play. First time Pakistan have dismissed 6 batsmen bowled in the T20s. Before they have not bowled, clean bowled them, 6 of them in a one match. All out on 117, Australia 6 out of 8. Lowest totals in the T20 have come against Pakistan. So this is via the courtesy of fast bowlers and the mixed battery of the medium pacers and the surprise factors of Hafiz and Imad Wasim. So the 10th consecutive series win, as I have told you in the beginning, for Pakistan the T20s, including the one-off game against England, as I have shown you in the chart. That one-off game against England was back in the 2016 when Pakistan played only one game in Manchester and doing the clean sweep of that series against the English side. Sarfraz Ahmed has not lost a single T20 series under his captaincy. What an amazing record he is having. Pakistan's last T20 series, 10 series, 100% win record. You can see in this picture, #1 team in the world for some reason. Bowling out the opponents on most occasions in the T20s. 30 times Pakistan have bowled out the opposition. No other opposition has done it even 20 times. 19 times Australia and New Zealand has done with the opposition. And now it's a time for you to get, then put the music on. Ben McDermott is right with us. Ben McDermott, as you were seeing in our match point, Ben was a part of our match point. And at that time, I was not knowing the Ben's fate, but Ben McDermott became the one of the unlucky batsmen from the Team Australia to get run out 3 times in 3 continuous matches and 3 continuous debut matches. So question is this, whether this has been done before or not done before. Ben has been given the cap in these T20s from the new kangaroo cap. Ben has been given against Team Pakistan. In the first game, he was run out by Fakhr. Second game, he was again run out by the Fakhr. And finally, in the third match, when trying to accelerate the things out and trying to compensate the series, once again, Ben has got run out. So yes, he is the first ever Australian in their history of the game in 144 years to get run out on 3 consecutive matches. But wait a minute, this is not the end of the killer factor, because Ben is not the first overall cricketer to do so. Ben is the 4th one to achieve this unlucky record. This is the core myth of my killer factor. Who has done it before? Devon Smith, Grant Elliott and Samiullah Shanwari from Afghanistan has done it earlier, this unwanted record. 3 games, 3 debut games and 3 runouts in a row. And now quickly after the killer factor, we will jump to our India versus West Indies, otherwise we will be too late. And before going to the break, I will tell you that this was the 5-match series, ODI series between the Team India and the Team West Indies. Match number 1, India versus West Indies. India winning single-handedly by the 8 wickets against the poor West Indies. Sharma making 152 and Kohli making 142, nearly the 1.5 century, but Kohli missed it at 142. And Kohli's century, when it was made, it was 60th in the international cricket, 36th in the ODI, 31st as a captain in the internationals, 29th at the number 3 position in the ODI, 22nd while chasing, 14th as a captain and 8th in 2018 in the international matches. Virat Kohli now batting 2nd in the ODIs. 117 innings this Mysterio has played. 6,139 runs he has made with an average of 68.97 and with an amazing strike rate of 98.94. Would you believe? 23 hundreds and 28 50s Virat Kohli has made to achieve all this. Most hundreds as a captain in the ODI, if we go, still Ricky Ponting is at the top of the list with a 22 hundreds in 220 innings. And just gaur kariyega, Virat Kohli at the number 2 with the 14 hundreds in only 50 games. And would you believe what this monster is gonna do when he will touch the 200 matches like Ricky Ponting? What will be the number of centuries? Virtually he's gonna break every record which will come on his way. AB de Villiers in the 98 matches, another batting Mysterio, 13 centuries. Ganguly in the 143 games, 11 centuries. Sanath Jayasuriya in the 118 games having 10 centuries. 2 Indians scoring 140 plus score in the 1 game. This has been done by Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli. But this is not the first time when the Indians have done this, because India is having a great batting lineup and we are fortunate to see the brilliant batting display over the 4 decades since I am seeing cricket. So first time it was done versus Sri Lanka back in 1999 when Ganguly made 183 and Dravid making 145 runs. And then Sachin Tendulkar making 186 not out when he was eyeing towards the 194 of Saeed Anwar but couldn't finish it. Rahul Dravid making 153, and this was versus New Zealand back in 1999, and this time versus West Indies it was the third time when Kohli and Sharma make the 140 plus scores. Sixth 150 plus scores for the Rohit Sharma and the ODIs, the most by any batsman. Tendulkar and Warner, David Warner, both have done it 5 times, but Rohit Sharma is on the record 6th time on the 150 plus scores. Second ODI we will go, but right now here we have to go for a short commercial break, and when I will come back from the break we will discuss the rest of the 4 ODIs, what happened with West Indies, or you can say what India did with West Indies. But before that we will see second ODI comes, what West Indies did to the India. So keep watching Match Point. You can follow me on the Greatest Empire USA Facebook page, and you can also follow me on the YouTube Greatest Empire YouTube. Subscribe us, follow us over there and give suggestions. We are ready to face the suggestions, and we will going a long way as our viewers want us to move. Which player you want us in the Match Point, what matches you want to follow on the Match Point, and we will go accordingly up to my dear viewers. So stay tuned to the Match Point. I will be right back. Welcome back to all of you on the Match Point, and as I told you that we will tell you what India did to the West Indies, but first of all time to tell you what West Indies did to the India, because it's a game number 2 and West Indies playing in the den of India, in their den. The best match of the series was the second match, Kohli with a 150 plus score. Take a bow again, the wonder boy, the captain of the India, making 150 soon after the Kadwa Chauth of अनुष्का शर्मा. सो कड़वा चौथ जो है वो कोहली को रास आ गया, एक और 150 लगी, लेकिन लगता है वो कड़वा चौथ पूरा नहीं रखा गया था, क्योंकि द बेस्ट इन दिस मैच स्टिल येट टू कम. कोहली गॉट द स्पेशल मैच फॉर हिम, गॉट द 10K, 10,000 runs. 10K, when I say, it's not some resolution of some smart television which has been sold out in the Boxing Day and the Black Friday. 10K is the number of runs this batting machine Virat Kohli has made in the ODIs. Can you believe, since starting his target, what he is going to do? He is going to smash the cricket world and the bowlers out of this universe. He has finally completed 10,000 runs in this second game. But obviously this match and this innings was spoiled by something. What it was spoiled, this we are telling you on the Match Point. Virat Kohli is the fastest to get the 10,000 ODI runs in terms of the ball faced, because he has faced 10,813 balls to finish his 10,000 runs, and he has batted for 205 innings to complete his 10K runs, and he has broken the Sanat Jayasuriya's record, who has completed the 10K runs on the 11,296 balls. Now it has been improved by the 1,000 balls. He has improved this record, and Sachin Tendulkar, who did it in 259 innings, another batting mystery from India, but now Virat Kohli has finished it before Sachin and has done it in 205 games. Fastest to get the 10,000 runs by the terms of innings, Virat Kohli, 205. Fastest to get 10,000 runs by the number of matches, 205, Virat Kohli. Fastest to get the 10,000 runs by the number of balls, 10,813 balls, Virat Kohli. Fastest to get the 10,000 runs in the time of span when the batsmen have been evolved after getting the debut, 10 years 67 days from the debut. Take a bow. Once again Virat Kohli has done it at all 6 times, beating all the opponents, whether you go by runs, whether you go by overs, whether you go by balls, whether you go by the number of matches. He has done and broken literally every record which came into the way. He has now the highest average and most centuries while completing 10,000 runs. And if we look upon the club of 10,000 cricketers, who are those lucky cricketers having who are the elite member of this 10,000 clubs. Tendulkar back in 2001, he's the first one to hit the club and he has the key to open the club. And in Zamamul Haq in the 2004 was the one to install the sofas in this club. And then Ganguly back in the 2005 was the first next guest to sit on the sofa. And then along with the L-shaped sofa, who has joined them? 2005 Sanat Jayasuriya, Brian Lara 2006, Rahul Dravid 2007, Ricky Ponting 2007, then Calais back in 2009 and Jayawardene 2011, and then his counterpart Kumar Sangakkara back in 2012, Dilshan back in 2015, Dhoni in 2018, and now Kohli has done it in style in 2018. Kohli completes 10,000 ODI, 1,000 ODI runs in 2018 also in just 11 innings with 500s. He have done it. Best had yet to come, as I have told you that what is the best. The best is Shai Hope. Don't forget, Windies are still in the game. Shai Hope done it brilliantly. Umesh Yadav will remember the last ball which was hit to the boundary up to his lifetime, as Chetan Sharma is still remembering that ball which was hit on the mid wicket on 8th of April 1986. So same thing but in the little different shadow Shai Hope has done. And what Shai Hope has done, he has scored 2 centuries in the ODI career. Once again he hit the century, but West Indies neither win the game, neither lose the game. Both games ended in a tie when Shai Hope hit the century. This is a very unique factor that Shai Hope put West Indies in a tie in the 2 games. One game was versus Zimbabwe in Bulawayo in 2016 when Zimbabwe tied the game, and this time in 2018 he has done it, and this is a winning tie. We feel it like a winning tie when he did it in 2018 in Vizag. He is the only one to score more than 1 century in the ties in the ODI. No other in the cricket universe has made more centuries in a tie game than the Shai Hope. Now we go on the 3rd ODI, because quickly we have to proceed. I have got the call from the production team that we have to go to the closing. 3rd ODI, West Indies only other game at the Pune Nehru Stadium. This is the stadium Pune which has been said to be having some shadows of bad luck on the West Indies cricket. Why I say the bad luck? Just if you remember 22 years back, this reminds me of the days of my medical school back in the 90s. 1996 was the year when World Cup was going on, when the World Cup was placed in Pakistan, India and Sri Lanka combined. So West Indies was the team who got the match in the Pune versus Kiria, who entered into the World Cup for the first ever time. On the same ground Pune, which is said to be the shadow of unluck and the bad luck for the West Indies. West Indies was beaten here in the 1996. Kenya upset them by the 37 runs. And this was the very ground where West Indies have to play the next game after the tie game. Series was 1-0, 1 up by India, 1 tie game, and here comes the new boy. You would have been seeing and following Match Point, and you would have been following this boy also, and we will show you in the pictures also. And now you are remembering the wonder guy from the West Indies, Fabius Allen. He was given the ODI cap on this very ground Pune, and I remember I wished him good luck and I asked him that when we are seeing the ODI cap for the Windies, and Fabius Allen was saying that hopefully he is hoping that this year he will get the West Indies cap. And the 2 men who came into my show, Ben McDermott and Fabius Allen, both got the caps in this very series. Fabius Allen getting a cap from the legendary Carl Hooper before the start of the match. Unfortunately, he couldn't excel in the runs, but his foot entering to the ground put India into the back foot. Windies wonder boy Fabian Allen was handed the cap. Result went to the favour of the Windies and beating India by 43 runs. Brilliant 95 once again by the wonder man Shai Hope. Virat Kohli fortunately or unfortunately with another 100. Would you believe this guy will not stop making 100? Whether you lose the game or whether you win the game, this guy is on a separate run. This guy is from the separate world. One more 100 by him, also his fourth 100 in the successive innings at home, a new record by the Kohli. Century number 38, and Virat Kohli became the first Indian to score 3 consecutive ODI centuries. Virat Kohli has also become the first player in the ODI history to score the 3 consecutive centuries as a captain, and 23 centuries while chasing for Kohli. Only 3 came into the losing cause, versus New Zealand in Napier in 2014, versus Australia in Canberra in 2014 and now 2016, and now in the Pune versus West Indies in the 2018, third one in the losing cause. So we have 3 different results in the 3 different games so far. India won, then the tied game, and West Indies won. Then comes the 4th ODI. 4th ODI, the Brabourne Stadium, Churchgate, Mumbai, has to be played in the home of Sachin Tendulkar, the venue of the 4th ODI. Brabourne Stadium, one of the few venues where the visiting side has played more ODI games than the host. Yes, this is a very amazing factor, and I repeat this, that visitors have played more games than the host. Might be in the future if UAE team comes into the existence, and when Pakistan will be playing, that will be a record which will break this record. But until now, the UAE team has not been registered as an official test nation. This is a record that India has played here only 1 game, while West Indies have played 4 games on this very ground. So they were more familiar with this ground than the team India. But fortunately, India, or unfortunately, as for the West Indies point of view, India winning it by 224 runs, a huge margin, and Rohit Sharma with a 162 outclassed West Indies single-handedly. Highest scores for India in the ODIs from the year 2003 onwards. 2013, Rohit Sharma on 209 deliveries. 2014, again Rohit Sharma making the double century, 264. Then Rohit Sharma in the 2015 making 210 runs, and then Rohit Sharma in the 2016 171 not out, and then 2017 he made 208 not out, and now Rohit Sharma in 2018 with 162 runs. Rohit Sharma becomes the first Indian cricketer to outscore the opponents twice with his own individual score. 257 runs was the margin, is the India's biggest ODI victory against Bermuda back in the 2007. Unfortunately, India couldn't reach to this record, and the same number, surprisingly, 257 runs, West Indies is the biggest ODI defeat versus South Africa in Sydney back in 2015. Unfortunately or fortunately, West Indies also could not improve this. At the end, ODI career batting average of the India's top 5 batsmen today. After the India-West Indies 4th game, 47.37 Rohit Sharma, 46.06 Shikhar Dhawan, 59.64 batting machine Virat Kohli, 53.59 Ambati Raido, and 50.28 for the Mahendra Singh Dhoni. Why not? The team is the Asian champion. Why not? The team is the champions of the champion. When it comes to the batting, who can beat Team India? Over the decades has been ruled out by Sunil Gavaskar, Wing Sarkar, Vishwanath, and then by Ramesh, Dravid, Ganguly, and now with the different stream of Rohit Sharma, Shikhar Dhawan, and Virat Kohli. India versus West Indies, if I go in ODIs head to head in the 2 phases. First phase 1979 to the 1999. 63 matches they have played in between this time period. India winning 21 games while West Indies winning 40 games. See the dominance of West Indies. 1 tie game, 1 no result game, and the win percentage of West Indies was 33.33%. Then the second phase came when the Ganguly took over the captaincy, and the new spirit was blown into the Indian team from 2000 to 2018. These 18 years, again 63 matches surprisingly have been played until today's date. India winning 38 games, while West Indies 22 games, 2 no results, 1 tie game, while the win percentage, would you believe, is 60.31. This is the wonder what Ganguly and Dravid and Lakshman have done to the Indian team. Quickly progressing to the match number 5, India winning by 9 wickets. The cause of the West Indies failure was Shai Hope, poor Shai Hope, who bowled out on a 0. Only resistance came from the holder and the Samuels, 4 wickets by Jadeja. Easy target to the India, finished the T20 format style game. Dhawan got out very cheaply. I think wrong decision by the captain of the West Indies. It was a damn pitch I have seen. I don't know what made him think to bat on this wicket, and he was batting on the damn pitch. Would you believe? And might be he was thinking about the dew factor, but the local disappointment for the local people, because match was finished the T20 style in the 14 overs, and wrong batting by the winning toss, and only failure in the Indian batting was one man, Dhawan. And who nailed the victory? शर्मा जी. शर्मा जी के बेटे ने और शर्मा जी के दामाद ने खूब धोया वेस्ट इंडीज़ को. शर्मा जी के बेटे ने भी वही हाल किया और शर्मा जी के दामाद ने भी बहुत बुरा किया. अबे क्या बच्चे की जान लेगा, हाथ हल्का रखना था. दोनों ने वेस्ट इंडीज़ की वो धुनाई की कि वेस्ट इंडीज़ शायद दोबारा इंडिया वापस ना आए. एंड फाइनली द सीरीज वाज टेकन अवे बाय द 5 विकेट्स. Killer factor I need to tell you before I end the show. I have been signaled to close the show, but music is on because this is killer factor. Killer factor is regarding, the first one was the Pakistan versus Australia, and the second killer factor is India versus West Indies. There are only 2 instances of 2 captains scoring 2 150s as a captain in the ODI. And would you believe that both captains were the same, and the both results were also same. The captain number 1 was Andrew Strauss, who hit for the England 154 and 158 for the England. And the second captain was Virat Kohli, who hit 160 not out and 157 not out. But this is not the end of the killer factor. There is still a twist in the tale. Both of the second 150, Strauss' second 150, which was 158, and Virat Kohli's second 150, 157 not out. Both games were ended in a tie. So this was it from Match Point. Hope when I will next time come, we will have a great bunch of news to bring for you, and Pakistan would have been playing and almost been played with the New Zealand, and we will tell you that what happens next with the New Zealand versus Pakistan, and we will tell you the details about the ODIs, test matches, and of course the first one, the T20 games with Pakistan versus New Zealand. Keep watching me, keep following me on the Greatest Empire USA, same name with a Facebook page and with a YouTube page. Next time when I will come with exciting news and lot of news from the Indian camp also. Till then, Dr. Adnan says you goodbye. Take care and bye-bye. In the final game of the West Indies, in the final game, ODI game, शर्मा जी का बच्चा और शर्मा जी का, अबे क्या है, शर्मा जी को क्या हो गया? अनुष्का शर्मा थी, कौन सा शर्मा था? पाकिस्तान नीडेड ओनली 1 गेम टू विन. पाकिस्तान, ओ भाई इंतजार तो करो, यही तो बता रहा हूं कि पाकिस्तान नीडेड ओनली 1 गेम. अरे भैया. And in this ground, when the match was going on, we saw an amazing run-up mark for the Hassan Ali on this ground. There was a sign of a heart. ऐ दिले नादां, गाना बताओ यार कौन सा है? दिल है कि मानता नहीं. दिल से रे.